Okay, so you're a gazelle on the Serengeti. You get a sudden feeling of fear in here. What's the first thing you're going to do? Well, I ask this to people when they go, oh, I'm going to run away. I say, no, that's not what it is. Anyway, the answer is you're going to have a look to see why you're feeling fearful. Because there are always lions and other kinds of predators. And in fairness, an antelope, a gazelle, is a prey animal to some degree. Okay, so you can have a look to see where the threat is. Now, if you worry about things, you're basically doing the same thing. You're trying to figure out why you feel anxious. You're trying to figure out what it is about what's going on that's making you feel anxious. Are you anxious about something that's going to happen? Are you anxious about something that might possibly occur? You know, and anxiety and worry are always future-based. So you're kind of going, yeah, but what if this happens? What if that happens? So worry, in principle, is like the antelope looking around to see what might happen in the future, which is why I'm, feeling anxious at this particular moment. The thing about the gazelle is that if there is no threat, the gazelle, has a good look round. If there's no threat, it settles down and forgets about it. We don't do that. We have a habit of hanging on to them. The reason being, the gazelle is only interested in actual threats. We're interested in psychological threats, and we confuse a psychological threat with a threat in external reality. Have a think about that. We confuse internal threats with external threats, so we can't easily tell the difference. A threat is a threat, right? But an internal threat is fundamentally a metaphor. It's a misinterpretation. It's an erroneous assumption. Typically, we don't have any obvious threats that need to be responded to as if they're external threats, and yet we respond to them as if they're external threats, and that is our problem. We confuse an internal threat, which is not actually exist. It's a fantasy in essence. We confuse an internal threat with an external threat. Do you do that?